I did a video yesterday where I said we are expecting a reversal in the all share index. And right now, we are currently witnessing that reversal. And this reversal is massive because it is happening right in the month of December. By the way, happy new month for those of you who did not watch my previous video. Now, if you look at the reversal right here, you see it clearly that we are heading up. And I actually told you guys here that this place will serve as a major resistance because it has happened here in 2025 August. This place actually served as a resistance before we move on to break it on October. And we actually had another resistance in this area before moving down to this area, which we thought would serve as a major support. But unfortunately, it actually failed. So since this area was disrespected, I will pull down to this area, which we knew what caused this pullback, which is as a result of the CGT tax, which is the capital gain tax. Now that that has been put in place, you can see that the market has found a place. One thing you need to know is the market don't like uncertainty. The market likes certainty. Now that the market is certain that it will be one off, that is your stocks should be calculated based on the closing price of 31st of December. And now those institution retail investors that actually sold their stocks, they are gradually coming in. But guess what? I actually spotted the volume early, which was when I did the two videos. If you are following me consistently, it was when I spotted it that I came here and said, guys, we need to take a position before it actually failed. And we come to this part also, and the next candle after the decisive candle was actually threatening because we thought it will not continue. But the next candle was actually a indecisive candle. But the fact is, it is a red indecisive candle. So the previous one was green. So now we now have green and red. And I said we need to get another green. So, but the volume convinced me, and the volume was a technical one because it was just coming in gradually. And now all stocks are beginning to peak, and we had some interesting top gainers here. You can see the likes of Dangote Cement gaining some good 9.99%, and we have the likes of NCR. NCR has been moving. Of course, the volume is not much, and as it's moving like this, it might get to 100 naira before we're going to see the pullback. And we also have International Brewery, which lost 10% yesterday. It jumps to the gainer to gain 10% today. We have Livestock Feed, and we also have the likes of Darcon, we have the likes of Guinea Insurance, we have the like of Guinness, that's Guinness, I beg your pardon, not Guinea Insurance, and we have the likes of Intelligence, and we have the likes of CNI Leasing, and we have the likes of Guinea Insurance, and we have the likes of United Bank for Africa. Of course, banking have not been getting too much buying interest from investors, but because of what we are seeing in the market, that these financial services will always dominate, and that is why most people that actually spot value in UBA, they are currently taking position ahead of next year 2026. So these are some few informations I just want to share with you. And there is another information I want to share with you guys is the NAHCO. NAHCO actually had an insider dealings which gives us insight on what is going on, and Transpower also had an insider dealings which gives us information on what is going on in the market. But before we move on to that, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get notified anytime I post enriching videos like this. So guys, I just noticed that a lot of you are viewing my channel without being a subscriber. Subscribing will cost you nothing. It's just a way of supporting me. And who knows, in another way, I might be there to also support you. And in case you need my support, I'm always there because I know you've given me support. So don't hold back to your support so that you get support from others. So if we look at this long time, let's look at the weekly chart. From the weekly chart, you will see that we are still in the green. Sorry, we are still in the red. You can see the weekly chart is showing us we are still in the red, but the weekly chart still gives us insight that we are still in a bullish market. And because the dip that we witnessed was not caused by anything, because companies are still intact, they are still posting billions in profit. And what we just noticed is just the uncertainty that even there are some people that are still sitting on cash, waiting to see how January will look like or how January will play out. But the truth is, everything will be well and everything will move fine. Just because of these informations, let's look at NAHCO. We have Olumuyiwa Augustus Olumekun. This is the group managing director. When people like this are clicking the buy button, you want to pay attention. And this guy is actually doing a purchase. You can see the purchase is actually 50,000 shares at 102. As you all know, we'll likely go to our calculator to see the volume that he's using to know if it's actually worth following. And he's buying 50,000 times 102, and that will give us 5.1 million. Of course, I think it's still okay. Let's look at which other information we need. This happened on the 28th of November. So it's just a reported information. Let's look at the price of NAHCO. Let's see what NAHCO is doing. So this is NAHCO Aviation Handling. NAHCO is currently selling for 106. So that's what NAHCO is selling for. So he has actually gained 4 naira from his purchase. So let's move to the daily chart. Okay. So that he has actually gained 4 naira in his purchase. Okay, let's look at the next insider dealing. This is Transpower. So Transpower, we have HH Capital Limited. HH Capital Limited. Let's quickly look at HH Capital Limited. Okay, so let's come back to this part. So Transpower HH Capital Limited, and these guys are oh, wow. This guy bought these stocks. Okay, these guys bought 1,038,146 units at 290. Okay, let's quickly look at calculator. And what are we looking at? We are looking at 1,038,146. That is 1,000,000. That is 1,038,146 multiplied by 290. So these guys brought 301 million naira to invest in Transpower. So what is the catch? Let's look at the capital. HH Capital is a special purpose vehicle SPV owned by Nigerian business. Is primarily known for a significant investment in transnational corporation and has recently been involved in acquiring a controlling stake in the company. As a result, the company is required to make mandatory tender to offer shareholders of Transcorp. So, key details about HH Capital. Ownership is special purpose vehicle owned by Tony Lumelu. Purpose is function investment vehicle. Major investment HH Capital has acquired significant shareholding in Trans. Oh, that's excellent. And they are still buying. So HH Capital acquires 70 million units May 2023. So it's been long they've been doing this acquisition. So HH Capital acquires 35.94% stake in Transcorp. Okay, okay. So this is the information. 1 million units in this company. You can see how much actually move. They move 301 million naira. So that gives us insight on this particular stock. So let's look at it. This is Transpower. So if you have been following the market, you know that Transpower has always been on full offer. Stock has always been on full offer. You can see 307 is the price. You can see it has always been on full offer. You can see it's always on full offer. So all time high was 377 and it's currently 337. So we just need 10% and we are up here. You can see. But we're still watching. And for Tony to do this, I think he is taking position ahead of 2026 because they paid Transpower actually paid dividends this year. So I guess maybe he's on taking position against the dividends. So let's also look at what we've talked about, UAC, and also I think the volume today actually shows that something great is coming. and we'll continue to look at what is going to happen. So I guess I've been able to just throw some light and to update you on what is going on in the equity space, and just to let you know some nice information. I think you'll be saying, what is the buy? It is not always we are going to be buying, guys. You don't buy always. Sometimes you want to restructure your portfolio. You want to restructure your portfolio. Yeah, you want to restructure your portfolio. So this reversal gives us hope that tomorrow majority of our stocks, majority of our portfolio will start to peak again. So that is why you should pay attention. And don't forget, we look at NAHCO. The GMD is actually buying. And what do you think is the position of NAHCO? I've shown you the chart. This is not a buy, sell, or hold recommendation. We are just going through what actually happened in the market. And if you're looking at the NGS so far, we have the NGS insurance, we have the NGS premium, and we have the NGS ASM. These guys are also showing a little bit of green, which gives us signal that what the market is actually becoming bullish. You can see from 141, we are gradually heading towards 146, because by tomorrow will be 145, and who knows, maybe 146, 147. Before you know it, we're moving back to 150. Then before next year or early next year, we should be doing a all-time high. That is what I want to share with you. Please don't give up. Don't take a break. Keep investing. I don't care if your portfolio is red. Don't take a break. Keep investing. You'll be shocked that that portfolio that is red, when it will become green, that is when you say, now, wow. So now, so this market be. Yes, that's how the market is. So all you need to do is to pay attention. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get notified when my post and reaching videos like this. Until I come your way again, keep making money and keep protecting your profit. I love you, my friends, and there is nothing you can do about it. Hands to it, salute. See you in the next one.